Hello, welcome to a video. So today is a video about autism, specifically Autism Speaks, and why I don't support non-autistic led charities. Content warning and trigger warning containing eugenics and ableism. Plain and simple. They're not autistic individuals who basically, they just don't have our interests at heart because they cater towards parents of an autistic kid. And it's very disappointing that the paint the spectrum or color the spectrum, whatever that hashtag is going towards Autism Speaks, which is a notable hate group against autistic individuals who are working towards something called an autistic cure, which autism is not curable. It's not a disease, it's merely just a different way of viewing the world and how you interact with that world. This is not a video to say that all non-autistically led organizations for autistic people are against autistic people. It's just saying that they necessarily probably will not have our interests at heart for decision making that turn affects us on a big level. Autism Speaks makes absolutely no secret that they want to make a cure. Like, they, in their statement, that they want to create a way to prevent autism. And old board members on that organization are not autistic. And the last one that was left because of the way they treated autistic people. They tell you that autism is just inconvenient and disabling. Like, to the point of, like, it's just disabling and you can never get better. We don't want that part of us to be cured, or like, there are many pathways for therapy, speech therapy, because some autistic people are nonverbal. There's strengths and weaknesses to having an overactive mind, so I'm gonna leave it at that. But simply imply that autism can be cured for parents who don't want someone with a different neurotype, for the convenience of parents that don't want someone like a special needs child, is, to me, very abhorrent. It's really disgusting that just because a child could possibly have special needs or have autism or have some sort of disability that inhibits him functioning in a world that's not built for him, and that you should prevent their existence at all costs, is absolutely genocidal and ableist. I don't usually throw that term around. I don't usually like terms and labels, like stuff like that, but in this case, it is specifically ableist. To convince someone that what they have is something wrong with them, like, no, it's who they are, and to remove that part of them is basically removing one facet of their existence. They've learned to live that way. That would just take away all the experiences and the ways that we learn about thinking differently. The majority of reputable research shows that autism is genetic. This idea of preventing autism is basically prenatal testing. The terrifying thing, the absolute terrifying thing, is that Google has allied with Autism Speaks to help them crunch data on genomics research. Moving forward, I advise everyone watching this video to please do your research on the charities that you're donating to, because you could be funding genocide. Like, to the point where it's legitimate genocide. Keep in mind, though, we are getting a lot of progress to raising awareness about the evils and hate that Autism Speaks has allowed to flourish. The idea of that there's no hope with a kid that has autism, the idea that because this individual has autism that they have no hope in life and that they're never going to go further. Like, everyone has something to offer in this world. And if you just say that you have nothing to offer, you are just going to be disabled for the rest of your life and be able to do nothing, that's just not true. Like, nonverbal individuals, they have the most vocal voices online than any other verbal autistic individual has. Like, they were the one to first speak out against Autism Speaks, ironically. I love the amount of progress we're receiving, but it's not enough. We need to end Autism Speaks. Please share our autism acceptance posts, because the initial idea of just autism awareness is there's a negative connotation with it, like there's something wrong, there's something that needs to be attended to. find autism acceptance posts, because acceptance is what anyone who is not even autistic, anyone who has a disability, anyone that has depression, or anything that's not neurotypical, please accept people as an individual human being, that they exist, and that the world that they're in accepts them. Just as a human being. That's all I ask. I don't care who you are. If you accept someone as a human being, that's all that it takes to set the groundwork for a better world, basically. Because mutual respect absolutely fosters peace. Please share autism acceptance posts to continue the fight for our right to exist. Thanks for watching.